Hello friends, today we are going to look at the most happening topic in taxation in the last 1 month, TDS on purchase of goods. All of us know that TDS on purchase of goods is going to become effective from 1st July 2021 in about 10 days time. So in the last 1 month, a lot of you might have been receiving a lot of declarations from your customers and notifications from your customers telling you do not collect TCS for me because I am going to deduct TDS for you. And a lot of your vendors might have also been communicating with you and asking you if you are going to be deducting TDS on whatever is the purchase you are going to make from them. So all of this would have maybe confused you a little bit. So today we will try to analyze the provisions of section 194Q, which is TDS on purchase of goods. As you know friends, TDS is not a new concept. It was there from long ago. We've been deducting TDS on salaries, on interest, on services, contract payments, except for TDS on goods. TDS on all other payments were already covered. So now the government, Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman, has seen that and she said, I will cover TDS on goods also. So now if you are going to purchase a table or a chair or any such goods, TDS is going to be attractive. But thank God it's not applicable to everyone and it covers only a major section of businesses who have a turnover of more than 10 crores. So we will go in detail in the provisions and see for whom this is applicable and what is the coverage and what rate TDS has to be deducted. So TDS under section 194Q, TDS on purchase of goods. This is applicable with effect from 1st July 2021 and it is not applicable to everyone. It is only applicable to business owners who have a turnover of more than 10 crores in the previous year. That is, now the running year is financial year 21-22. You have to see the turnover of financial year 2021. So in the financial year 2021, if your turnover was more than 10 crores, then TDS under 194Q is applicable to you. And also, this TDS is only applicable for payment more than 50 lakhs in a year to one party. So hence, there is a threshold limit for application of this TDS. Your turnover might be more than 10 crores, but in a year, if you do not make payment to anyone greater than 50 lakhs, then this section will not be applicable to you. Hence, we have this threshold and exemption. We should be thankful that at least the government has exempted small MSMEs from this compliance burden and has kept the TDS applicability threshold at 10 crores and above for application of this section. And what is the rate at which TDS is to be deducted? TDS is to be deducted at 0.1%. So hence if you make a purchase worth about 1 crore, only 0.1% of 1 crore needs to be deducted at TDS. And as you know, as like every other section 194C or 194J, TDS has to be deducted at the time of credit or payment, whichever is earlier. And you might be asking me, last year there was something relating to TCS on sale of goods. Now you are talking about TDS on purchase of goods. What is the difference? Well, TCS is tax collected at source and it applies to a seller, and TDS is tax deducted on purchase of goods. So when I am making a purchase from a person for about 60 lakhs, for him it is a sale to me. So for him also, if the threshold limit is exceeding, he will have to collect TCS. But thankfully, the government has given a relaxation. They have said that if TDS under 194Q is applicable, then TCS under section 206(1)H is not applicable. So earlier from 1st October 2020, TCS provisions were rolled out for TCS on sale of goods. They said that if you make any sale of good of more than 50 lakhs again, you will have to collect TCS. But however, now if TDS is also applicable on that same transaction, the seller of the good does not have to collect TCS. but as a purchaser, you will have to deduct TDS. Hence, you can say that TDS some kind of overrides TCS. So, if TDS is applicable, TCS is not applicable. And as I told you, the rate is only 0.1%. But if our vendor is not furnishing his PAN number, we have to deduct TDS at 5% as at a higher rate. So that is there in almost all sections in 194C. If the PAN is not furnished, you will have to deduct TDS at 20%. But here they have calculated 5%. Also, the consequence of not deducting TDS, as all of you know, you will be held as an assessee under default, and the department may take measures to recover TDS. But however, the more important consequence that all of us are bothered about, disallowance of that expenditure. So, if we are not deducting TDS on purchase of these goods, we will have to disallow that purchase expenditure to an extent of 30% under section 40A IB while computing your taxes, and it will not be allowed, 30% of that expenditure will not be allowed as an expenditure to be claimed against your profit. Hence, the complication doesn't end here, my friends. The Finance Act 2021 brought in one more new section which is applicable from 1st July 2021 called 206AB. This section says that you have to deduct TDS at a higher rate for persons who have not filed their return of incomes. To discourage non-filers, they have brought in this provision which says that now under section 194Q we need to deduct TDS at 0.1% while making purchase of these goods. So under this section, if the vendor has not filed his return for the last 2 years and his TDS that he has claimed is more than 50,000, then we should not deduct TDS at a rate of 0.1%, but we have to deduct TDS at a higher rate. The higher rate is at the rate of 5% or 2 times the applicable rate. Hence, I think this is an extremely draconian provision. An assessee should not be put in a situation where he tries to go and find out if his vendors have filed the returns and then penalize him by charging a higher rate of TDS. I think that is what the government machinery is for, and it ought to be actually handled by the government. But nevertheless, it has come into our act, and we are a democracy, we have to accept it as it is. And so now to sum up, TDS under section 194Q, you will have to deduct at the rate of 0.1%. If your transaction value is greater than 50 lakhs and your previous year turnover was more than 10 crores, then for any vendor for whom more than 50 lakhs you are buying a product, you will have to deduct TDS at the rate of 0.1%. If he doesn't furnish PAN to you, you will have to deduct at 5%. If he doesn't furnish a declaration stating that I have filed both my previous year's income tax return, again you will have to deduct TDS at 5%. So this is the interplay of those sections of 206EB and 194Q. So we'll have to take this into consideration because all of this is rolling out on 1st July 2021. So for all those who are now telling me after this video, all of this is so confusing, what should I do now? Well, let me make it a little more simpler. I'll tell you what you should do. You should take a list of all your vendors, send a format for confirmation from them as to whether they have filed their income tax return in the previous 2 years or not, and their filing acknowledgement number. So once you get the declaration from the vendors, you will know whether they have filed their returns or not. And if they have not filed, you will have to deduct TDS at 5% for purchase of goods from those vendors. If they have filed their returns, then you have to follow the normal rate of 0.1%. If the purchase from them is more than 50 lakhs. And if you are going to ask me, what about the transitional provision? I've already bought goods from a specific vendor for more than 1 crore now. Is that 50 lakh limit applicable only from 1st July? No, it is not. The 50 lakh limit is applicable and is to be calculated from 1st April 2021 itself. So in case you have already crossed that exemption limit, from 1st July you will have to start deducting TDS on every purchase from that specific vendor for whom you have already crossed the threshold limit. For the others, you can wait till 50 lakhs is crossed, and after 50 lakhs only you have to start deducting TDS. And you don't have to deduct for the earlier 50 lakhs. So this is one part of it. The other part of it is that to your customers, well, all this time when you are making sale to your customers, TCS you would have been collecting. But now if that customer is actually a purchaser, so if he is going to deduct TDS for you, you don't have to collect TCS. So now you have to ask all your customers whether they are going to deduct TDS for you. So send out a mail to them asking them if TDS provisions are applicable to them and if they are going to deduct TDS. If they are deducting TDS, then you should not collect TCS. If they are not deducting TDS, then you have to collect TCS. So it's all a little bit confusing to wrap your head around, but I'm sure that once you go through the video probably again, you'll get a hold of it. So these are the major changes that are coming into play from 1st July 2021. In case you have any queries, feel free to contact me. I will be happy to help you out, and I'll see you in another video on tax updates. Thank you.